So I got a question for all of you out there. When is a game too frustrating? Like, when has a game become so difficult and you've become so mad at it that winning in the game just doesn't outweigh the frustration of losing? And also, like, when has a game become, rewarding enough where it's like, it's hard, it's frustrating, I get so mad at it, but I know it's rewarding in the end and I will beat it. And when has a game done either or both for you? And I want to bring 3 examples that I've had of each. And I want to start with the first one being Dark Souls. And that's a game that, in my opinion, is very frustrating, very difficult, yes, but it's very rewarding to beat in the end. Well, except the last fight with Lord Gwyn, that's kind of underwhelming, but that doesn't hold barred for the rest of the game. The rest of the game is very challenging. It's infamous for that. Everyone knows that. And I feel like it's very rewarding, still frustrating, but still extremely much more rewarding to beat that game. Especially with versus the other bosses. Like, for example, I know a lot of people hated the Bed of Chaos because once you figured out what was going on with the boss, it became very underwhelming. But when I first saw it, I'm like, oh crap, how am I gonna deal with this guy? And then when I started figuring it out, and then when I finished it, I'm like, are you serious? But still, I think it was very rewarding to beat that boss. And that's a game that's very rewarding. The reward really outweighs the aggravation. Second game, and I know this one is an online game with teams versus teams, and it's League of Legends. And like I said, I know it's a different type of game, but I feel like it's still just as valid to say this, because that game's hard too. There are a lot of people who are very good at it, and when I've been playing it recently, 6 months ago maybe, when I've lost like 2 or 3 games in a row, winning 2 games or 1 game after that, it just wasn't gratifying enough. And as you can tell with me talking about this like this, I kind of quit League altogether and I have no plans of returning back to it. And for the third and last example that could go either way is for a game that's much more close to home, that being the one you're seeing now, Trials. And with that, you can choose what track difficulty you want to ride. And as if you've seen my Trials Top 3 Tracks videos, you will notice that I do tracks that are not that hard. They're more for the visual aspect and the overall enjoyment and not frustrating. And I admit I have played some extreme tracks, but I have never faultless them because I'm not good at that. And sometimes it's like it didn't become worth it anymore. So I asked the question, have you played a game, a level, anything like that, a track that has either been too aggravating that it's not worth it, being worth it but still being extremely aggravating, or one that could go either way depending on maybe you or a friend or someone else you know? So I just want to know what you guys have experienced in your time of playing games, and that's really it. And I also want to talk very briefly about Trials Top 3 Tracks. And I know I said I was going to take a hiatus on it for a few months. I am no longer going to do that because I was talking with some people and they kind of made me realize that I need to do not only the old stuff that I feel works, but new stuff including in all that. So I can get people who do watch my old stuff to watch more new stuff. So that's pretty much it. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like, and I hope to see you all next time. Later, everybody.